we did a hammock festival event, and then we got even more vendors the second time that now that we knew what we were doing. We went from, I think we had 5 vendors at our first event, and then at our second event, we had like 20 vendors.
Amazing.
So yeah, we like quadrupled it in size. And then we did the hammock stands again, and we had people paid to rent a stand. And then our last event we did a movie night, which was super fun. So we got this giant inflatable movie screen and we did a hammock movie night.
That's
And
awesome.
that was awesome. I really liked that one. So I would definitely do another movie night event. So we were talking to Midtown Tampa about maybe hosting something there or doing something on the pier again.
The Incubator Bonus Series is back on another Sunday, and this week I am bringing on someone I met at the New Venture Expo at the Lowth Center this year. Hailey, thank you so much for joining that entrepreneur show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm very excited. I'm going to learn all about your company a little more today than our conversation, but everyone tuning in will also learn about managing a business while being a student. She's got some success with a Kickstarter campaign and some other e-commerce experience out there, as well as sales at vending events, music festivals. And for today, she's bringing Coast to Coast Hammock Co. to the show today. What was the motivation behind starting this company?
Yeah, so I started it my freshman year here at UT. It was like the thing to go hammocking. So we would go down to Plant Park on campus, and I would watch students carry their pillows and their blankets from their dorms down to the park to put in their hammocks with them. And I got the idea for a 3-in-1 hammock system that would include the pillow and the blanket, and it would all compact into the little backpack. And I pitched it at UT's Pitch Sykes event, and they really liked it. So I just kind of ran along with the concept, and I ended up finding an investor through the incubator program up here, and we got mentors for the accelerator program, and just kind of ran with the idea, and ended up getting the units here last May. So that was after my sophomore year, got the units here, and then we've been selling since. So it's been almost 1 year now that we've had the product.
Congratulations. So everyone out there, she's talking about 3 years in the making, finally getting the product released. What was the biggest challenge amongst that whole process?
Yeah, finding a manufacturer was really hard. We had to every single day we would call just like lists and lists of manufacturing places trying to find someone who would take us as a client, because it's really hard to find someone when you haven't proved your concept yet. So now that we actually have had units made, companies will compete for your business. So now we'll get sent samples all the time, but it's really hard to get in for that first order. So that was definitely a challenge. And then just balancing schoolwork and trying to start this all at the same time was definitely a lot, but I learned a lot through it, and I'm glad that I did it.
I put that in the show notes when we go live, how for manufacturers, once you actually have done it once, people will
Mhm.
start competing for your business. Another deterrent for many, probably fighting. You mentioned you went through lists and lists to call, but then you
Oh yeah.
ended that on balancing schoolwork. Let's talk about that. How do you find time to do the business and take care of all your academics?
Yeah, so now that I've done it a little bit, I know it's seasonal, so I can know, okay, I know I'm going to be really busy summer, fall, and I'll have a lot of free time winter, spring more. But at first, I was just, working on the idea. You're working on it constantly, and I would have to kind of plan. I planned all my classes for Tuesday, Thursdays, then I'd have Monday, Wednesday, Fridays to be able to have meetings with people and stuff like that. But I think my freshman year, I just really had no social life at all. So now that it's my last semester, I've been trying to enjoy it more. But yeah, I really definitely was just in the entrepreneurship center every day till 10 p.m. So
Well, look how far you've come. Congratulations on all your success, even before you graduate. What's next for the company?
yeah, so right now, we're thinking about maybe getting into some retail stores, filling out those applications, and then also planning some more events. So we've done 3 events so far. That's how we kind of started, was with an event. We launched our Kickstarter, we called it the world's largest hammock hangout, and we had 130 hammock stands out on the St. Pete Pier.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so that was how we kind of started. So everyone that came to that event, we told them, hey, we're trying to start this hammock company. If you would donate to our Kickstarter campaign, And so we got a lot of donations through that, and that was kind of how we like introduced ourselves to the community, and then got everyone on an email list so we were able to tell everyone when the hammocks got here. We had a lot of fun with the event side of things. So our team, we just really enjoyed like bringing the community together. I really liked that aspect of events. So it was cool. We had a bunch of vendors come out and just like seeing everyone there at once and people enjoying it. I just loved it. So we threw another one. We did a hammock festival event, and then we got even more vendors the second time that now we knew what we were doing. We were able to, we went from, I think we had 5 vendors at our first event, and then at our second event, we had like 20 vendors.
Amazing.
So yeah, we like quadrupled it in size. And then we did the hammock stands again, and we had people paid to rent a stand. And then our last event we did a movie night, which was super fun. So we got this giant inflatable movie screen and we did a hammock movie night.
That's
And
awesome.
that was awesome. I really liked that one. So I would definitely do another movie night event. So we were talking to Midtown Tampa about maybe hosting something there or doing something on the pier again.
I was gonna ask, where did you obviously did it at the pier? That's really, really cool. I live out in St. Pete. It looks like you're up to big things. Are you alone on this venture? Do you have a partner?
Yeah, I'm alone on it, but I have a team of interns through school, which is awesome. So I give them like it's kind of like a learning experience for them to put on their resume. So we have some really good girls. I have 8 girls that help me out. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
they're really sweet, and it's a close-knit group, so we have fun together.
Leveraging the Lowth Center. I want to show some love to the Lowth Center because that's how we met. What is your favorite part about being inside that center?
Yeah, I mean, it's just an amazing space to work, but the best part is meeting new people up here. I've met so many, I mean, I met you up here. I've met so many great people up here that have just done different things, and it's so cool to make those connections and take them with me when I leave as well.
That was one of the best parts of the New Venture Expo, where there were so many different businesses learning new things all over the place. And again, that's how we met. The New Venture Expo will be happening next year again at the Low Center. If you're listening on and you have an early pitch, you have an idea, definitely look into that. We've covered so much already, but I do want to ask now, when you get past graduation, what do you think this is going to look like? What do you see this evolving into?
Yeah, so I'll probably still do this part-time.
Okay.
It's yeah, so with e-commerce, it really doesn't take up that many hours of my day. So once you have your ad component that you want to run, you just kind of put it up and then it runs on its own. And Amazon ads, same thing. And then I just have to like for Shopify sales, we'll just get our orders and ship them. So all I have to do is run to UPS like once a week. So it really doesn't take up too much of my time. So maybe planning more events. I'll have a lot more time on my hands to do that. So that would be something I could do. But yeah.
I want to revisit because we kind of brushed over it, how hard it was with that manufacturer search. What was
Mhm.
something that was really important for you to have as a quality in selecting these manufacturers? Excuse me.
Yeah, you just have to really show them that, especially being a student, a lot of them were like, was this a school project? And you really have to show them that you're serious and that you have the money basically is what they want to know. Do you have the money to really purchase from us? So you just have to be really serious and professional on the phone with them and make it clear that you do want to buy from them. And that was definitely a challenge because I was, I think, 18 at the time. I was having meetings with these people. So they would look at me and be like, is this a school project or,
But now it's evolved into so much more of that. Is there any events on the horizon that we can keep our calendars open for?
Yeah, nothing on the calendar yet. We've done all of our events in June and October. And October is a little better for the weather. June was a hot event. So hopefully October, but if you follow our Instagram, we post on there. So it's at Coast to Coast Hammock Co. on Instagram. But hopefully October we'll do something.
That's exciting. And I was just going to ask, plug yourself quick. We'll revisit it at the end. There's so much to do out here living in Florida where I can see your business just evolving in so many ways, maybe even birthday parties for kids. Who knows?
Oh yeah. We just started a group called Tampa Girls Who Hammock. It's on Instagram, that's the at. And that was fun. We've got a group of, I mean, we just posted online, hey, if any girls want to come hammock, join us this day, this time at this location. And that was really cool. We brought a bunch of people together. I met a bunch of new people and we collabed with the St. Pete Girls Who Read Book Club. So that was really cool.
That's a cool collaboration. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, I've been seeing all these. got introduced by this group. They have all these girl groups going on now. I go to yoga class every Wednesday, and the one night it was just packed in there, and I was like, "What's going on tonight? What's happening?" And someone explained to me it's a group called St. Pete Girls Who Yoga, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And it was just so cool because it brought together all these people that don't know each other, and like after the class, they all go get dinner together, so you get to know so many new people through it,
That's
which I
cool.
thought was so cool. So. I had the idea. I was like, well, let's start a hammocking one. And then we have been reaching out to collab with different, we're actually trying to plan something with the Girls Who Yoga account right now too.
That's cool. What other groups would you be interested in collaborating if there's any listeners on here today that have that ambition as well?
Yeah, anything that has to do with outdoors. So there's Tampa Girls Who Walk, there's Girls Who Run accounts, just anything outdoorsy would definitely be a good fix. We could hammock after we do a walk, a run, anything like that.
I think I have to ask, where is your favorite place to hammock here in Tampa or St. Pete, either or?
Yeah, definitely Plant Park just because it's so convenient to me on campus. It's beautiful. Right on the river, or the causeway, that Courtney Campbell Causeway over to Clearwater is really pretty too. And they have like the perfect trees for it. And I run there all the time, so it's just beautiful over there.
Everyone, you heard her tips. Go out and check it out. But as we get to the end of the show, which entrepreneur throughout history would you choose to have a conversation with, dead or alive?
Oh, that's a hard question. Um, I think I'd probably do, that's tough. I might choose like one of the big like Henry Ford, like something history, like I think that would be very cool.
I love when guests bring on and excuse me, speak about these titans of industry, these people that didn't have Google to refer to. Let's talk a little bit more about your selection.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine just how that even got started, like having those connections like back in those times. I mean, it's just so different. Or like Andrew Carnegie, like I just yeah, I think it's so cool. Just they don't didn't even know when they were starting it how big that they would probably become and
It's unbelievable that, again, with no Google, now when everybody has a question, we're so quick to just hop on. Now with AI, ChatGPT, everything's just so much simple. And these guys just had to go out and figure it out. I love that. Let's delve deeper. Where would this meeting go down if you had the option to pick that too?
oh, I don't know, maybe maybe like a cool, dim lit, like fancy dinner. I don't know.
Dig his brain. I love that. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We learned so much today. We learned all about your business, everything in between. What's one more thing we should know about your business before we sign off and get your contact info one more time?
Yeah, we're doing a sale right now. So if you want to buy a hammock, they're only $59.95 right now, for spring. So you can get that on coasttocoasthammock.com.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Where can we find you online to say hello?
We're on Instagram. Our handle's at Coast to Coast Hammock Co. We're on TikTok, all the main social media platforms you can find us.
Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing that. Everyone, be sure to go check out all they have to offer. The show is at That Entrepreneur Show on all social media and YouTube. I am at Vincent A. Lancy. Be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube for some clips from today's show. And with that, we are signing off today, both of us in Tampa. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.